Are you a midlife woman who is struggling with anxiety, stress at this current moment? In this video, I'm actually going to give you 3 ways to drop your anxiety right now, as well as a supplement that can help you decrease your cortisol at this exact second. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer and a nervous system expert. And I have been going live every single day as I'm about to turn 40, and life is grand. I remember back in the day when I would think that 40 would be all of those little tombstones that said like over the hill and you're dying. And I remember thinking at like, I don't know, 10 or earlier, like, I don't want to be 40. I don't want to be over the hill. I don't want to be dying, right? And now 40 is like what, the new 20. Well, in this video, I understand that you don't want to hear that 40 is the new 20 when you're struck with anxiety and stress. So I'm going to give you some really tangible tips of how to drop your anxiety. Okay. I'm going to give you certain ones for like morning, day, and like nighttime or waking up in the middle of the night anxiety for you to be able to cease anxiety at this current moment, as well as one of my favorite supplements. There's actually 2 of them that actually 3 that I'll probably talk about in this video, and provide links, and also making a supplement guide. So if you'd like the supplement guide, I would love for you to comment supplement guide and I will make sure to get it to you so you can learn all about it. And you can also request like a supplement 15-minute meeting with me, so that way we can discuss what's best for you and what I would say, because supplements can get really crazy expensive when you're thinking about all the things that you can do. So please stick around. But let's start with anxiety. First of all, if you haven't seen the video before, I've done a video earlier in this series about anxiety just being an alarm. So if you haven't checked out all the videos in this series, you can go to my personal YouTube page, and there will be one that actually just says like health at 40. So you can go ahead and get that information, and or you can go ahead and look here in this Facebook group. The ones that are on YouTube will only be there temporary because I want this to be purposely in my Facebook group, and the Facebook group gets more information, of course. But so feel free to join both. But let's talk about anxiety. Okay. So anxiety is just an alarm. If we can start looking at anxiety as an alarm that's going off inside of ourselves, we can understand that we need to figure out what's causing it, right? If a smoke alarm goes off in your house, you don't let it keep going off and try to cover the alarm up, right? You try to figure it out. Is it a battery? Is it an issue, right? Is there actually smoke in the house, right? If the carbon monoxide detector is going out, you are going to make sure that you do something about this, right? Like you're not just going to leave it. You're going to find the solution to the problem. But the thing is, with anxiety, we have been kind of taught to silence it. So something about myself is I don't want to look at the things I've done wrong and the things that are actually showing other people that I'm human, right? We, or me potentially, as a perfectionist, as somebody who's always constantly working on herself, I don't like to look at the bad. It's been conditioned in me, like, don't look at what you've done wrong. You're smart, you're brave, you're all these things. Like, don't make mistakes. When in all reality, like, I need the mistakes. I need the mistakes to learn, and I need to embrace my mistakes. Embracing my mistakes are here. So when the anxiety alarms would go off, it would be signs of like, you're not perfect. This isn't working. You're sucking. Your body is whatever, right? Anxiety was plaguing my life. When I say that it was plaguing my life, I was waking up in anxiety. I was waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning, sometimes 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, I gotta get out of bed. I got so much to do. I'm never gonna get it all done. It's not gonna get done. Right. And like anxiety was raging. I was having terrible sleep. I was not able to think straight. I was taking out on my kids. I wasn't focused on what actually needed to be me until I started doing somatic work, which you all know I've called you to join me on October 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. CET time, which is Central European time, to come live with me to do a somatic experience. I would love to have you there so you can understand a little bit more about somatic work. It is not free. It is paid because you will get access to it and you'll be able to do it for life. And this is something that is really moving to get people out of anxiety. And once it becomes a daily part of your routine, you can start to move your own anxiety. So it's absolutely wonderful. Okay. All right. So from there, these are some of the things that I do. These are small things to do. So when I wake up in the morning, okay, especially if I've woken up in anxiety, I will do one thing. Okay. It might look painful, but it's not painful. Okay. So I'm going to keep my head focused straight. Okay. And I'm going to take my eyes and I'm going to look out the right side of my eyes, okay? So sometimes I feel a little bit of pressure when I do this in the day. That's why I like to do this in the morning time. But I'm trying to make my eyes look to the right, okay? And I'm going to keep my eyes focused here for about 30 seconds. So please feel free to do it with me. We're just moving our eyes to the right, okay? That's all we're doing. We're not moving our head. We're just moving our eyes, our vision only, okay? You can think or whatever. You can do whatever you want to do here, but you're going to do that for 30 seconds. I like to close my eyes to reset, stare straight out straight, and then I'm going to look my eyes to the left, okay? And I'm going to hold my eyes to the left for another 30 seconds, okay? A lot of times when I look the other way, it de-strains until it strains again. And I typically feel a little bit of strain here in my forehead because one, I am straining my eyes to look this way. And two, I'm also de-stressing. I'm decompressing the stress factors in my brain. I know it sounds really crazy, but a lot of times anxiety is coming from an overload, and it typically comes through our eyes because our eyes are giving us all the information and telling us how to process it. And if we don't know how to process all the stuff in our environment, okay, I'm going to close my eyes and then look back straight. A lot of times I can't come back to the computer right away, so just pardon me as I take a second from doing this, okay? But a lot of times our eyes are processing everything. And something as simple as like books, okay, will tell me like, oh my gosh, I didn't go back and do this, or I need to get to doing this, or like, oh my gosh, like I've got a to-do list. And like, look at all the things on the to-do list and all the things that I still have left to do. And that stress can really put a lot on me. Okay. So I want you to note that. So when I wake up and I do that, you can kind of sometimes even feel like my brain feels lighter. It's almost like it needs to have like a second to reduce. And like a lot of times I close my eyes back, I'll place my hand on my heart, like today is going to be a great day. It's all going to be okay. Yes, I get we've got a lot on our day today, but it's all going to work out. And there's absolutely no reason why we need to freak ourselves out or worry about anything today. We can just be. Okay. All right. So I will do that typically first thing in the morning. I don't like to do it in midday because of like what you saw. It takes me a while to come back. But when I do it first thing in the morning, and then I sit there and I place my hand on my heart and I kind of run through my day and put the best vibes into my day, it really works out. Okay. So trying that is going to be really, really awesome. All right. Throughout the day, I typically do this, and here's my like health plug today because I told this is about health. I share this in my inside my Have It All Mastermind, and in that group, I give them tons of tips of like helping themselves to de-stress. But one of them that I have them do before they eat is a finger trick. Okay, and so you're going to take your thumb and you're going to place it inside your ear. Okay, and you're either going to pull down on your ear just gently. Okay, typically when I do that, like I really feel the need to yawn. I'm only going to do it for about 5 seconds, and then I'm going to switch. And with the second ear, I just kind of feel like, oh my gosh, everything is just opening up and like, oh, wow. Like it's like almost an immediate like stress reliever, anxiety reliever, pain reliever. Okay. I do that a lot of times when I'm like leaving my workspace to go pick up the kids from school, or leaving my workspace to go eat dinner with my kids, or leaving my kids in one area while I go to do something else. I like to do that as like a buffer in between activities to release whatever's still lingering and come to another one. Now, some people don't like that one. Okay, so the other one is finger in your ear again, the pad of your finger, your thumb facing forward, and you're going to circle in your ear 5 times. Okay, and then you're going to switch sides and you're going to circle in that ear for 5 times. Okay, this simple task of doing these things is going to help you to ease anxiety along the day. Okay, so a lot of times, like I love hypnosis. I love lots of things that help me. I love listening to meditations and stuff like that. But in the middle of the day, when I'm absolutely stressed, thinking that I'm going to sit down and listen to a meditation or hypnosis is never going to work for me. Okay. It's just not, especially if I've got kids screaming or things going on, I'm going to need something that helps me and in less than 10 seconds. So that's why I use these techniques every day throughout the day to help myself with these things. Okay. And that is really important to me. Okay. So you can use these techniques to reduce your stress throughout the day really helpfully. I'm actually going to tell you too that when something is happening to me and the moment is like the person's overloading on me, I'm stuck in traffic, somebody overrides me, somebody jumps in front of me, my kids are both melting down, whatever is going on, when those things are happening around me, I typically will repeat in my head, my feet are supported by the ground. My feet are supported by the ground. My feet are supported by the ground. My butt is supported by this chair. My butt is supported by the couch. My butt is supported by the couch. My butt is supported by the chair. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am rooted. I am grounded. I am one with the world. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Because my alarm systems are going off in my head. So if you have kids, if you're married, if you're single, if you're whatever, you are getting alarms all day long from around you, and they're just silently, and you don't even know, like the sign across the way is giving you anxiety. Okay. So these are tools to use every day throughout the day, not once. Okay. If you're like, it didn't work the first time, of course it didn't, because one, you didn't have the belief. Okay. You have to believe in it. And number two, the more you use them, the better it's going to be. And the better it's going to be, the less anxiety you will have. So if you actually want to help yourself with anxiety, I encourage you to try these 3 tips. When you really want to know more about anxiety and how to help ease anxiety, I will also link below here a $27 actual nervous system course that I do that walks you through pieces of your nervous system, things you need to know about your nervous system, and is really helpful with reducing that anxiety. Okay. Then I also want to go in there and say, I am currently drinking a beverage that can help you with stress, like with cortisol levels. Okay. It is something called Gold by Bravenly. It's absolutely delicious. I will link that below here as well. It's apple cider vinegar and turmeric beverage. And that to me sounded like, oh, I don't think so. But it literally tastes like chai. I put it with just a little bit of almond milk. You can put it with coffee, but I prefer it with just a little bit of almond milk. I didn't want caffeine. Um, and it is delicious. And it really helps with so many things. It helps with skin. It helps with cortisol. It helps with your gut health. It helps with anti-aging properties. That's what turmeric really helps with. I don't really like the term anti-aging because we're all aging. You don't get to anti-age, but it helps aging, I guess, gracefully if you want to use that. But to me, I just want to support my body in whatever ways that I can. And so this is delicious. Like like it's a little yellow. I can't show it to you because I put it in here because I was like, well, it's turmeric, so I don't want to stain anything. So I'm going to put it inside this black thing. It's delicious. I need to stir a little bit more. I see a little bit of powder that built at the bottom and I want to drink it all. It's delicious. So anyways, that's on me, user error, because today is the first time I tried it. I've been wanting to try this and it's absolutely amazing to have it. So I'm so glad. Definitely try it if you haven't yet. I'll put the link below. And if you want that supplement 15 minutes with me, just comment below, supplement 15, and I will gladly do it. Or if you just want the guide first to go through the guide, that's cool. But either way, I would love, 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 love to do it with you. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Okay. So now, that is one of the supplements. I have 2 more. So if you comment guide, I will send that to you. If you comment supplement 15, we'll just talk about it. Okay. It'll be really easy. We can talk in Facebook Messenger. We can talk on Voxer. Voxer is a walkie-talkie app where we talk back and forth, whichever is best for you. And then we can get you on your way to where you need to go. Okay. Now, last but not least, anxiety at nighttime or anxiety when I wake up in the middle of the night. I actually woke up in anxiety last night. It's been one of the first times in a really long time. And I really think it was because I have this cat that visits our backyard and he left this giant rat in our backyard. And my kids were like, Mom, 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 he killed a bird. He killed a bird. Like, it's back here. It's got really long claws. And I walked back and I was like, oh my God, what is that? And like little by little, I put it together. I was like, oh my God, that's a rat. That's a huge rat. Oh my God, I'm dying. So then I had like this, this like mentality of like a rat, like where would that rat even come from? He had to have gone into like the woods over that way and then literally carried it in his mouth all the way here. Like where, when, why didn't somebody stop this cat? Why didn't he drop it? How did he get to our house? Our house is nowhere near these woods. Like what is happening? I was so appalled. But so then my brain started really going, right? And so when I'm having anxiety at night and when I'm having anxiety in the middle of the night, the tips that I'm going to give you on that somatical are going to be absolutely amazing. So you want to check that out. But I want you to know what I typically do is the orientation I've been teaching you. Okay. So I was literally just laying there on the bed. Like I feel the bed. The bed is supporting me. I am safe in my bed. I place my hand on my heart. I'm safe in my bed. I am safe in my bed. Everything's okay. I'd look around the room. I'd stare at the light. It's okay. I have like a air conditioning unit in our house and there's a little red light on it. Like, I'm safe. I'm looking at the red light. The red light's okay. I'm safe. The red light's okay. We're okay. Everything's okay. Red light, me, and the bed. And I feel the breath in my lungs. And I feel the breath in my lungs. And my kids were sleeping with me last night. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. And these little small techniques start to add up. And I was able to move the anxiety faster. Normally, I would have never gone back to sleep. Normally, I would have woken up with anxiety today. I would have been really mean with my kids. I would have been angry and frustrated. But that's really not me. It's not me at all. So I really want you to use these tools. I know there was a lot in here today, if you watched the whole video, so I want to recap, okay? You've got the eye trick to the right, to the left, for the morning. Throughout the day, you've got the finger tricks, okay? Rooting and grounding and safety, as well as at nighttime, rooting and grounding and safety in your bed. Then, if you're interested in taking supplements, okay, I will gladly have that conversation with you or send you that guide, so that way you can get the things that you need. And outside of that, please continue to come back. This has been a blast. I love sharing information with you. If you have any questions or concerns on topics you want me to discuss, please comment below. I'd love to help in any way I possibly can. Outside of that, I will see you guys on the next live video for sure. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe this video, and save it so that way you can always come back. And then I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.